Hi, my name is Jeffrey Hawk. I'm from Shelby Township, Michigan. I've been living in Phuket, Thailand for the last 15 years. I'm a restaurateur. I've owned my own restaurant for the past 8 years.
My name is James Gibbs. I'm from Sydney, Australia, and I have two jobs that I do. The first job is I teach people how to fly on my weekends. But weekdays, I'm an inventor, so I like designing products.
Our business is to manufacture and sell this kitchen appliance, the Miyataza coffee pod capsulator.
And once our customers own the capsulator, we can then sell them consumables such as this. These are the empty pods we're using, and of course they need the lids.
The first is the selling of these appliances, and the second is the selling of consumables by a subscription.
In the States, there's 400 million cups of coffee drunk every day. 1 in 5 of those is made with a capsule. So that's 80 million pods are used every day in the United States. So we want to pack capsules for that particular industry.
We are seeking seed investment of $800,000 in exchange for 20% of our company.
This money will be used for industrial design and for tooling to bring up, and also marketing and some sales to bring our company to bring our product into production. Our product is the world's first coffee pod capsulator. So this is the Miyataza machine we have right here. It's a very small, compact unit. This is a machine which will take coffee beans like we have right here and pack them into capsules like this. And here we have the final product. Basically in Europe, there's 120 million machines which use pods exactly like this. In the States, of course, we'll be supporting brands like Keurig from Green Mountain Coffee, and of course that's a slightly bigger pod than the one we have here. And there's the coffee nicely packed inside the pod.
This is a one-of-a-kind appliance and made it accessible to the kitchen.
People have been messing around with their own refillable capsules, but now with this machine, they don't have to do that anymore. They can press the button, put the coffee beans in the top, and it'll create great tasty coffee capsules for you. When they're having a meeting, possibly they might make the pods freshly right there and then for the visitors to the boardroom.
And that's key, freshly. All of the big pod brewing machine vendors, they cannot do that. Those packaging pods are meant to sit there on the shelf for years. Okay, they use aluminum or they use non-recyclable plastics. And they have to use that so it can sit on the shelf for a long time. Here, we can use organic biodegradable packaging because we can instantaneously pack the pods and then brew the cup of coffee.
First, it can save them a lot of money, particularly right through from the home user through to the larger user who may be using 20 to 30 pods every day. We can save those people a whole bunch of money in terms of their pod costs.
The cost per pod of capsule coffee is about $1.38 on average worldwide. Significant cost savings using the Miyataza over traditional pod coffee that you have to purchase from the manufacturer.
Secondly, people can choose their own brands of coffee. So instead of having to choose those which are made by the big guys, they can choose their own favorite brands of beans, pack them into the machine, and then produce their own pods as they like.
If you buy a pod coffee brewer from Green Mountain, Keurig, from Nespresso, from Dolce Gusto, from Lavazza, okay, you are restricted to only buying the coffee from those vendors. You don't have choice. You don't have freedom. You don't have variety. This gives you variety. People want variety. They want choice in the type of coffee brand and blend that they consume.
Thirdly, we also have another reason that the consumables we're using are all very friendly to the environment, and they have compostable materials which we're using, so people can use the pods without worrying that they're also creating a whole bunch of landfill.
The Miyataza uses organic biodegradable capsules, which means that the consumer is no longer throwing away empty capsules and putting them in landfills or incinerators and polluting the environment.
Is patent pending at the moment. We are still going through the patenting process with this product.
The capsule transporter picks up an empty pod that is compatible with your capsule brewing machine. The beans are then dynamically ground down to a level of consistency that you can control with a setting. The filled powder is packed into the pod Again, the user controls how tightly they wish this packed. A foil lid is then positioned on top of the filled pod. And lastly, the lid is thermal sealed into place using a food-grade adhesive. The filled and sealed capsule is now ejected and ready for immediate brewing, or for brewing at some other later date.
Our product is different from similar ideas. In fact, there aren't many. We are the world's first to do this particular type of product. At the low end of the market, people are using small refillable pods, which kind of defeat the purpose of owning a pod brewing machine in the first case. In between refillable capsules, there's a whole big chunk of the market which is up to commercial packing machines.
Non-coffee drinkers can also benefit from the Miataza. It extends the value of their existing pod brewing machine purchase.
We will sell 3,000 appliances in our first year of operation and 12,000 units in the second year. By year 3, we will transition to an omni-channel model of clicks and bricks retailers as well as pure play e-tailers. In total, we will generate $800K in net revenue our first full year of operation.
We've invested about $100,000 in this project. I put about $70,000 of my own money into this project, which has been used for prototyping and buying parts, traveling around, talking to people.
I put in $30K, James put in $70K. We use this for product development, prototyping, mock-up, engineering drawings, website design, travel and expenses. We've gone around, talked to various VCs, talked to many people in the industry who are interested in this product. I was born an entrepreneur. It's in my DNA to always be inventing and to always be looking for market opportunities. I started my career at Autodesk, spent 10 years there, and that's where I met James. James is very similar to me. We're cut from the same cloth. We spent over 10 years there in business development, sales, and marketing, and we now use that as the foundation for growing our Miataza business.
I became an inventor when I was really young, when I first started playing with a whole bunch of Lego. Later, when I was at school, I had a workshop across the road from my house. I used to spend all my time after school and weekends in my workshop building go-karts and building all sorts of designs and inventions. Business means a great way for me to enter the awesome and big coffee industry. I also see it as a future for me and my family, to be a way to make money to support me and my family, and also a way to make people happy with the products we design and develop.
This is our opportunity to really capitalize on one of the biggest industries in the world, coffee. Everybody drinks coffee every day. This means a lot that we can bring this product to market and empower the consumer, giving them the variety of flavor, brand, and blend of coffee that they want to use, while also lowering their costs, while at the same time saving the environment. Over 300 million pod brewing machines have been sold worldwide. Our goal is to get this product into the hands of every single owner of a pod brewing machine.
The ultimate goal is to eventually capture market share in the massive pod industry around the world. Currently, pods around the world are worth about $10 billion US.
Miataza in Italian means my cup. We have the name, the logo. We want to see this product succeed as a household brand, and we can make that happen.
Well, when I was young, I used to do a whole bunch of designs and things I made in my workshop. One of the things I made once was a cotton candy machine, and all the kids in the neighborhood used to come around and eat my cotton candy in my workshop.
I have a great sense of balance and coordination. I can balance things on my nose, on my face, my elbow, and I can also ride a bike backwards. Our biggest challenge initially was to invent the Miataza. How do we miniaturize an industrial packaging machine and make it available to the consumer? But now that we've figured that out and completed that, our next big challenge is fundraising. Because this is a hardware product, it is capital intensive to start up and to bootstrap.
The biggest challenge so far in this whole project for sure has been raising money. My friends and family think this product is the best thing they've seen for coffee for quite some time.
They love this product, they love the idea, and they know we can execute on the business.
We greatly appreciate your consideration of our new exciting venture here.
And hopefully we can discuss this further over a great cup of coffee, possibly created with our Miataza machine.